Hi, friends. Welcome to the CrossFit Grandview podcast. This is episode number 8. We are coming to you live from the boss man's basement. We're here in the man cave.
Switching venues.
Little change of scenery for you guys. We got some fun things to talk about today, some new implementations with programming and things like that. So we're going to dive right into it. Brandon, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, so I'm real excited. We have some new programs we're going to be rolling out over the next 2 to 3 weeks. This first one's actually live on the website, and it's called CFGV ID, and the ID stands for individual design. I may or may not have gotten that idea off of Nike ID.
No copyright infringement intended.
No, not at all. This is designed for athletes and members who... You have a highly specialized individual goal, so you want to, might be for upcoming competition or a specific lift. If you're someone who kind of finds yourself preferring to train independently and you like to check in with a coach and not really take group classes, this is a really good option for you. And we have some members who like that, and they like to do an online program or, follow things like that. So this is a fantastic option for you. And so this program can also be tailored to supplement our group classes. So, personally, I like training in a group. I like to train with people. But if I had, like a comp or something coming up, or even the open, so if you have the open and you have like certain things that are like a weakness for you, like contacting us about the CFGV ID and the individual design would be, that's a way you could use this. So the way it can be used, it can be used to fast track movement or weightlifting specific goals. We can do an entire program for you. So if you want to do like a competition-based CrossFit program, we can tailor that specifically to you as an athlete. And an example of someone who might use this, like I can off the bat use myself as an example. Like if I back squat or I squat heavy more than like 2 days a week, I start to get like knee pain and like my hips hurt, and like just that's something that happens to me. So like when you're feeding your coach that type of information, like we know, like, hey, like this guy, like he tends to, you need to keep that squat volume down. He responds better to this type of stimulus. So it's going to be very dialed into you specifically as an athlete. So if you notice you get hurt during, doing certain things, like this is really good, especially for people with like injury limitations. This can really help if you wanted like an entire program, or like for our barbell people who might just like train independently on their own. We can give them a program that's going to focus them in, dial them in, and they're going to get the results they're looking for a lot faster.
Absolutely.
So you've been doing this with clients over the last year or so.
Right.
And we've been talking a little bit about like the process and how it's going to work for each individual athlete. And I'd like if you could kind of like...
Yeah, absolutely. So some of you guys, you're familiar that I've had some athletes in the gym kind of doing my own programming.
Joe-gramming.
Yeah, Joe-gramming is what they kind of dubbed it. So they'd come to me and say, hey, I got this Olympic meet coming up, or a local competition, and they'd feed me the workouts or what they're trying to do, and I would kind of tailor programs to that. Then I had someone else who came to us from Florida who he was looking for someone to kind of program some workouts for him, and I would just do the same thing for that. So we just wanted to expand this because a lot of people didn't even know that we as coaches do things like this. So
I've done it on and off for years, actually, for just at request.
That's kind of how it's been. Yep. It's never been something we market. I didn't actively pursue this. Yep. I was just asked to do it for some people. We're just kind of trying to expand that from there. So what we're going to start doing is, you guys, if you are inclined to do such a program as this, you'll email us, or you can email the website, and based on your goals, I guess, we'll kind of assign a coach to you, or if you had one in mind you'd like to work with, we can go that way as well. So when you contact us, what we're going to do is send you a list of questions. What are your training goals, injury history? Do you have any limitations from injuries and such like that? What's an obstacle you might have faced trying to get to your goal in the past? How many hours of sleep do you get every night, and how often are you training per week? These are all goals and like ideas we want to have, so when we start to program for you guys, we know where you're at, what we're trying to accomplish, and things like that. Off of that, we'll ask for some basic weightlifting numbers. What's your max snatch, clean and jerk, things like that. Some gymnastic stats. Do you have kipping pull-ups? How many do you have? How fast are you running, and row time? So we're going to use all of this information to customize a program for you guys for that specific goal. So if you guys have any questions about that, like we said, you can just go ahead and shoot us an email, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so we have a tab on the website, and you guys can check it out. It gets a little more specific with, what we're going to do with that. And then, just go to our contact box, shoot us an email. If you want a consultation, we will send you that questionnaire out. And then from there, we'll have you in, we'll do a consultation, and then we will end up sending you a link, which will link you to your Fitbot account. Mm-hmm. And that's where you'll be able to see your workouts. And Joey was just showing us the whole crew, like how to use it, and it's really pretty cool technology. And I actually know the guy who invented the whole system.
Yeah.
He dropped in at the old Rogue Gym like 8 or 9 years ago, and he was like a real smart tech guy, and he had a CrossFit gym and sold it and like went into this
the
like
Fitbot
full time. And it's very cool. Like you can attach like demo videos. Mm-hmm. People can just shoot video on their phone, so like us as coaches, we can see you lifting and we can comment on it.
Yeah.
And it's really neat.
It's a really cool software for this, because like you said, it'll send you your workout daily. Like you said, those demo videos. So if you ever have a question about, what's he mean for, a high hang snatch pull or something like that, like there will be a video in there for you guys to reference. So it'll help you guys a lot.
You can get online coach. So like if we see something you're not doing right, we can kind of let you know about that. And then, so the way it's going to work is you could do a full program. You can get a discount if you do 3 months. So if you commit to 3 months of it, and then you can do a la carte days. So you can do like, hey, I just want 1 day a week of extra programming specifically for me. And, that's where I really see a lot of people doing it. Like, hey, I love taking the classes. I want to be a part of the group. And, I really encourage that too. I like people to train in the groups. And I think you get a lot of benefit to pushing alongside of people. But we all have specific weaknesses and things we need to work on. And I think a lot of people could really benefit to like very dialed in specific training protocols based on their strengths and weaknesses. So that's how I really think it'll be used a lot. And then what we also have coming up, to kind of play off that, another service we're going to offer is skill sessions. So you pick the movement, you pick the coach, and then we'll take care of the rest. So we're going to have a tab on the page where you can literally see all the coaches' availabilities. You can click on the coach, find a coach who has availability that matches you, and then you can schedule. Most of these are going to be 30-minute skill sessions. You can do hour-long ones, but for a skill only, we just need 30 minutes to work with you. Mm-hmm. If you want to do a skill session and a Metcon, we can do an hour session. This is the best way to target movements and fast track yourself to like getting that first muscle up, or like locking up that. Like today we're doing rope climbs, and we only have a couple minutes to go over that before we got to send you on your way in the workout. And getting a 30-minute skill session with the coach, I can get almost anybody a rope.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You spend 30 minutes with the coach, you're gonna be doing 3 rope climbs in a minute probably. You'll be getting up and down that rope. This is a really cool thing. I think it's going to help a lot of people, like you said, maybe target a rope climb, a muscle up, things like that. And what's cool about it is us as coaches, we've listed our availability. So, you go ahead, just select the time, and we left those chunks of time open. So you don't have to ask us like, hey, are you free this day? Yeah. It's like, we already know we're free that day. So if you want one, all you got to do is just go click on it, and it'll send us an email notifying us, we got this thing ready to go. So,
and this was inspired by Dan, because he's been doing a ton of these for it's really popular with gymnastic movements, and he's phenomenal at teaching these. And so he's actually been doing these. So like, you inspired me to launch this ID program, and then Dan's really with this this whole skill session. Like he's been knocking that out of the park, just again at request. But we want to let everyone know, like, this is an offering and this is something we do. Now, this section is not live on the website. Our web guy is on vacation right now. It should be live fairly soon. If you want to get started on this, like next week, again, you can just shoot us an email in the contact box, and we can schedule that for you right away. But very soon, it's going to be available for you to just jump on the website, find your coach, find your time, boom, click, and then I really think these are beneficial for almost anyone, like once a month, to do one of these. Like, I plan on moving over to Power Hour starting in September, and like I plan on participating in these with like Joe, like, hey, like, once a month, like I want like a, work with me on the bench press, and like teaching me how to like set up for that. And, you can work with any coach. And a lot of us have like specialties that we, we kind of specialize in. So I think these are really going to be fun.
Absolutely.
And then the next program, I'll kind of let you take the lead on this, is our
Oly.
Our Oly program, which has kind of been, people have been clamoring about this for a while and really been wanting to do it. So
yeah, so it is live, right?
Yeah. So it like we've got our USAW
club cert
is official. So Andy set that up. He's a USAW coach. It's called Grandview Barbell Club, is our actual like USAW club. So we can compete in meets as a team.
Yeah, under that flag. So that's what we went ahead and we did for you guys. So we created our own USAW club. Now what we're going to do with this is Andy has designed a 6-week Olympic program.
Yep.
To kind of, it's tailored for you guys to get ready for meets and things like that. So it's a 4-day-a-week program, and one of those days a week will be your Olympic lifting class on Thursday.
Yeah. So the third workout of each
week,
4-day week,
yeah,
it's going to be the Olympic weightlifting.
Yeah. So you'll get in there, Andy will get an eye on you and just kind of keep you focused and get that technique dialed in as you guys prepare for a meet. So just like with the ID program, this is going to get dripped to you through the Fitbot. And you'll be able to see these programs a week ahead of time. So you'll get that full week ahead of time, so you know if you need to kind of move a workout around or something, you understand, and you can kind of tailor that to fit your week and your schedule, depending on what that looks like. So if you have any questions about that and you want to sign up for this 6-week cycle, just go ahead and email Andy at CrossFitGrandview.com. And then it also comes with a barbell.
A barbell add-on discount. So that was a question someone asked when we were launching the club, if they could possibly get a barbell discount. Now, I don't normally encourage people to ask for discounts because I don't love that. But this was actually very valid because it's open 24 hours there. And if we're busy in classes and things like that, and you need like an area to work around, it's very fair, and you'll pay extra for this cycle. It's $30 for a 6-week cycle, and so it would be $25 per month while you're on a cycle. So as long as you're running that cycle, you can get a barbell add-on for just $25 a month
instead of the $35 a month.
Yes. And so these plans will run in 6-week cycles. I'm not sure if Andy wants to allow people to do this, but you may be able to jump in during a cycle for a prorated amount. So like, let's say you're like, hey, I just started at the gym, or like you want to get into the program and jump in on it and do like the Oly classes with
we can assign you to day one of the cycle. If you have to hop in late, we can assign you and have you start on day one of the cycle, so you're not hopping in mid-cycle.
Okay,
so,
we'll or you could possibly jump in, I don't know how it would work, mid-cycle if you want to stay in line with the classes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then maybe prorate it. Again, Andy's taking the lead on this, so I don't want to speak too much for him. These are good questions for him. Again, we're launching this. That cycle is going to start here this coming Monday. So that's when the cycle will officially start. And we also have a Facebook group where you can ask a lot of these questions. Because I have them too. We're basically starting a ton of new stuff here.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be it's going to take us a month or two to probably get it, extremely dialed in. But we want to let you guys know that we're offering all these new things.
Yeah, these have just been kind of things that we've had as on the side things, and it's never been something we marketed, and now we are. And we want to let you guys know we're here for you. Whatever your goals are, weightlifting, competitions, whatever, we're here to kind of tailor programs for you guys, and that's what this whole thing's about. So like Brandon said, if you got any questions, hit us up in the contact box, leave a comment in the sections, whatever you got to do, we'll make sure that we can kind of handle everything for you guys.
Yeah, I think that about covers it for all this stuff. Guys, ask questions, send emails, leave us comments on the podcast. Send us emails or leave comments, and then we'll work out the kinks, and basically we really just want to tailor the training to exactly your goals specifically. So
absolutely.
Yep.
So yeah, guys, that does it for podcast number 8, coming from Brandon's basement. So we'll see you guys soon. Peace out.